What's up, YouTube gamers? Bonfire here, bringing you a game site first impressions, kind of a special edition vlog, and that's because we had a big day in gaming. And as most of you know, Microsoft revealed the next Xbox. So I want to talk about some of the highlights from the conference and some of my first impressions on this reveal. So let's get to it. Starting with the beginning of the conference, they came right out of the gate and said the next Xbox is called Xbox One. And I don't think anyone saw this coming, because everyone thought it was going to be called Xbox Infinity, and hand it to Microsoft because no one knew it was going to be called Xbox One. They kept that well under wraps. And I think Infinity sounds a little bit better, but I think over time, and once we get used to saying Xbox One, it'll come around. So, Xbox One is what it's called. Not a bad name, but I think they could have done a little bit better. Now, next, they literally came right out of the gate and showed us what the hardware looks like. And completely different approach from what Sony did, because we still don't know what the PlayStation 4 looks like, but we know what the next Xbox looks like. And you probably see on the slideshow here that it got from Xbox Live going, kind of showing you some pictures, some of the features, so you'll probably see it there. But first on what the console actually looks like, I think it has a very sleek design. It's black, it's got that shiny finish, kind of has similar to the PlayStation 3 disc tray, where there's no actual tray, you slide it in, the disc in and out. So I do like that. However, the box looks bulky. It looks big. Kind of looks like an old VCR as far as the size goes. So I don't know about that. I'm hoping it's not that big, but when you see some of the pictures and see comparatively to people, this thing looks pretty bulky. Now the Kinect 2.0, sleek finish, nothing really special there. It's Kinect, you know. And then we saw the controller, and I think it's an upgrade from the Xbox 360 controller. I was a little worried when I first saw it, and actually I was watching, I saw a comment on IGN that someone said it looks like the Ouya controller, kind of boomerang-like, and I agree. And to me it kind of reminds me of the original Xbox controller, a little bulky, but seeing more pictures of it and seeing it in people's hands, it doesn't look as bulky, but I like it. I just want to play with it because I want to know how it feels ergonomically and how those triggers and joysticks feel, because I know they've made some big changes to those. So I can't wait to get my hands on it sometime, probably when I buy it this holiday. After they showed us the hardware, they moved on to the next 30 minutes or so about their vision, TV integration, as well as the specs. Now, I don't know what the specs are off the top of my head, but I feel like they're pretty good. Again, I'm not that tech savvy, so you decide for yourself. You can find them online. But more importantly, let's talk about that TV integration and kind of their vision. And what they showed was a lot of Kinect gestures and voice commands, and everything looks a lot smoother. The biggest takeaway I took from it was they introduced it's a channel like flipping between like your games, your movies, the TV, music, the web, Skype, all of this. You can basically just tell the Xbox to flip between all of those, and it's instantaneous. And I think that's very cool. I think a lot of people will buy into that, and I think it'll appeal to a lot of people as well. I just hope it works like that, because again, at the conference they're set up in the best case scenario, so I think you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. And for their vision, they want this next Xbox to be the center of your home entertainment, and the one device to control everything. So kind of interesting that it took half the conference to tell us all this stuff. But I think they showed off some really cool things. We also got to see the dashboard, or at least a mock-up of it. Very Windows 8. Nothing too exciting, I would say, and nothing too unexpected with the way they want everything to work between all Windows devices with the new Xbox. It's no surprise. After that, they moved on to games, which we all want to know about, as well as some partnerships. And first, EA Sports came out, talked about their exclusive partnership with Microsoft, and them working on an exclusive content, I believe it is, for FIFA. And then they showed us a tech demo with their new engine for some of their sports games. Looked cool, but I'm not a big sports gamer. I love sports, but not for video games. So, it wasn't too exciting for me on that. But however, after that, Microsoft Studios came out, and they showed us Forza 5, which I thought looked good, but we didn't actually see any gameplay, so it's hard to tell how good it'll actually look. And then they showed us the ambitious-looking game called Quantum Break. And I thought this was kind of funny. I mean, the game looked cool, but it looked exactly like Beyond Two Souls for PlayStation. The game's called Quantum Break. Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain are done by Quantum Dreams. You see a pattern there? Because I know I do. And I thought that was kind of funny, but I think the game looks cool. We still know nothing about it. The trailer didn't really tell us anything. But again, I'm sure we'll learn more at E3. Speaking of which, they talked about they're going to have 15 exclusives within the first year of this next Xbox release. 8 of which are brand new IPs. This is great news for gamers because this shows me that they are indeed focusing on games and that this is a big focus. Not only is it entertainment, but gaming. So I'm very excited to see how that plays out and what games will actually be announced. After that, we heard about Xbox starting some original TV programming, similar to what Netflix does with House of Cards. And what they told us is that they're working on a Halo TV series. Yes, that's awesome. I'm very excited to see and watch this show when it comes out, because I watched Forward Unto Dawn, their web series which promoted Halo 4, and it was fantastic. I thought it was well done, very cool, great story, and since they've got Steven Spielberg working on this, I think it's going to be great. That's a win-win. Good job, Microsoft. After that, they kind of closed up with a few details, the biggest being that the console is indeed coming out this holiday. So we're going to see it this year, which means I got to save up some money, because I got to get this thing. Well, it's either that, I haven't decided yet between PlayStation and Xbox, but that's another video. And at the very end, they revealed the first information, and well, not information, but the first footage of Call of Duty Ghosts. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I don't want to go into details about the game or anything like that, because I'm saving that for a different video, but the whole Call of Duty Ghosts thing at the end of the conference really just felt tacked on at the end. It felt out of place. I'm just going to leave it at that. It just didn't fit with the rest of the conference. But overall, I'm very excited for the next Xbox and seeing those IPs, those exclusive new IPs. I think that Microsoft did a great job with the reveal and the presentation, but I can see why some gamers are a little disappointed because it wasn't game focused. But what I think they're doing is they're getting the console reveal out of the way, their vision out of the way, so at E3 they can focus and steal the show with their games. And I think that's a fantastic move. I think that'll work. And to be honest, I didn't expect a bunch of games at this reveal anyway, because we all knew they were going the entertainment route, and they're saving it for E3. So E3 is going to be huge. Now, one thing I am worried about is the price of Xbox Live Gold going up, as well as the price of this console, because it looks expensive. So there you guys have it, some of the details from the Xbox One reveal, as well as kind of my first impressions of it. Drop a comment below, let me know what you guys think about the Xbox One and the reveal. And If you like the video, like me rambling on for I don't even know how long, please give her a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, be sure to subscribe for more reviews and gameplays. I've got a couple new series I'm working on as well, so stay tuned and subscribe for that. And until next time, guys, I'm Bonfire, and I'll see you online.